Physical activity helps maintain our youth, slows down the aging process, and can prevent many diseases. Moreover, regular exercise positively impacts our appearance, significantly boosts our mood, and overall sense of well-being. But how do we exercise correctly after 50? What do we need to know, and what nuances are crucial to consider? We'll provide detailed answers to these questions in this video, so make sure to watch it till the end. It will be both interesting and useful. So, let's get started. By the way, friends, be sure to subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my latest updates. It's never too late to start exercising. The main thing is to approach it sensibly. The first and most important question is how much exercise should be a part of our lives. Scientists have long answered this question and calculated it precisely. To maintain our body's healthy state, we need either 150 minutes of low-intensity exercise or 75 minutes of high-intensity exercise every week. What does this mean in practice? And what are high-intensity and low-intensity exercises? High-intensity exercise is when our heart rate rises above 120 beats per minute. Typically, this includes strength training such as push-ups, pull-ups, working with dumbbells, barbells, strength training machines, or intensive cardio workouts, such as fast running or swimming, where our breathing intensifies significantly. Of course, the division is somewhat arbitrary, but for reference, we can use our heart rate or the subjective feeling of our breathing. During exercise, we can either speak calmly or struggle to breathe, needing an extra breath after every word. If we struggle to breathe and can't speak calmly, it can be considered a high-intensity physical exercise. Such exercise should be done for 75 minutes per week. Ideally, it should be evenly distributed across 2 to 3 workout sessions. Alternatively, you can engage in 150 minutes of low-intensity physical exercise. This involves maintaining a heart rate below 120 beats per minute, where we are neither at rest nor under strain. The most obvious and straightforward example is brisk walking. It's not just a leisurely stroll, but a brisk, confident pace. Another popular option is Nordic walking. This is an excellent example of low-intensity physical exercise. This type of exercise should be present for 150 minutes per week, which is also best distributed over several sessions. It should be noted that the famous 10,000-step norm also has some justification. In practice, if we walk 10,000 steps every day, we will achieve those 150 minutes of low-intensity exercise per week, even a bit more. This is the minimum requirement. Also, it's important to understand that if you've never engaged in any sports before, there's no need to overdo it. Otherwise, you can overtrain, burn out, or injure yourself. The most optimal approach is to combine both types of exercise. I'll remind you to be very careful, always remember about the technique, and make sure to study it. Each strength exercise has its nuances that you need to be aware of. Either a trainer can show you, or you can learn it yourself. There is an abundance of technique breakdowns for all movements on YouTube nowadays. So, if you've never done this before and want to start, I highly recommend studying the technique just to take care of yourself, because it's very easy for an inexperienced person to get injured with strength exercises if they don't know the theory. One very good option that is gaining popularity now is strength exercises with expanders. It's much more challenging to get injured with rubber than with weights. This is relatively a safer option than kettlebells and dumbbells, and with expanders, you can work on almost all muscle groups, including legs, arms, back, chest, and so on. So every week, we perform 2 to 3 strength sessions, lasting 10 to 20 minutes, as well as 2 to 3 light aerobic sessions, like brisk walking in the park. This will be the optimal scheme for maintaining good health and a positive mood. The next step, let's now discuss in more detail the effects that will occur in our body. Why is it essential to incorporate strength training into our workouts? First of all, it's crucial to maintain our muscle mass. It's known that after the age of 20, people lose 2 to 3 kg of muscle mass every decade, and after 50, these rates only accelerate. The lack of muscle mass leads to significant problems. Here we're not talking about the muscle mass that bodybuilders develop. No, we're talking about healthy muscle mass that simply supports our framework, preventing us from getting fractures out of the blue or hernias from slight strain. Many people believe that abdominal hernias occur if a person strains too much. In other words, they lift a bag and get a hernia. But in reality, if we logically understand it, these hernias occur not because a person strained, but because before that, they didn't strain or train their core muscles for many years. And it's precisely against the backdrop of weakened musculature that these hernias occur. Additionally, strength training is essential as the best way to prevent osteoporosis. Strength training improves our bones, prevents calcium from leaching out of them. On the other hand, aerobic workouts, which are less intense but more prolonged, enhance our endurance, improve the cardiovascular and respiratory systems, and lower blood pressure. Overall, sports improve our body's metabolic processes, speed up metabolism, and help combat excess weight. Therefore, this combination of high-intensity and low-intensity exercises is the gold standard and the optimal approach. Besides this, we also need to add a series of flexibility exercises to our athletic diet, so to speak. It's necessary to maintain and develop the flexibility and elasticity of our muscles, ligaments, and tendons. And here, a very smooth and sensible approach is needed. If we try to sit in the splits right away, it will end very badly. There are numerous instructional videos on YouTube and various programs like yoga, Pilates, and others where people develop flexibility under the supervision of specialists. It also greatly affects our posture. And posture is largely the key to our well-being and health, because a curved posture leads to cervical osteochondrosis. Cervical osteochondrosis is the most dangerous of all types of osteochondrosis. This, in turn, will worsen the blood supply to the brain, and as a result, our overall well-being and performance suffer. Specialists say that a sedentary lifestyle is the new smoking. If you don't smoke, then you're doing great. But if you lead a sedentary lifestyle, then in terms of the harmful effects on your body, such a person is equated to a smoker. And something needs to be done about it. By the way, write in the comments, what sport do you engage in? Or maybe you want to start doing something. Share, it will be interesting. And if you liked this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. See you all soon.